Hey, I'm Jason Bentley, and I'm here with the band Faulkner. Hello, fellas.
Hey, how are you?
So this is awesome. We should set the scene for people. We are on the rooftop of a skyscraper in downtown Los Angeles, and you just played live. Amazing, right?
And we're not dreaming.
Or does this happen every day for you, or what? I mean,
Every other day, Jason.
well, Lucas, why don't you do the honors and introduce the rest of the guys in the band?
Yeah, so we're the band Faulkner, and over here is Eric Scollin. This is Christian Hogan and Dimitri Ferrugius, and my name is Lucas Asher.
Cool. And how long have you guys been playing together?
Since around 2013.
13. Okay. So far, no album out yet, but soon, I understand. You have an EP. And I actually was looking online at one of your videos, and this is actually the song Revolution, and there were 2.5 million views of the video. Maybe that's just a sign of the times these days, but that seems like a huge amount of people to me.
I mean, we're just really honored for everyone who spreads it and who likes it and resonates with them and they decide to share it. And I think it was equally as shocking to us. And by the way, the EP that you did mention we have out is called REVANCHIST.
Ah, yes.
And yeah, that was a self-released EP, and we are coming out with the album this summer.
What does revanchist mean?
He or she who wants revenge or is planning revenge.
Wants revenge. Oh, okay. All right. So I know there's a connection with the RZA from Wu-Tang, which seems like an unlikely champion for your music. I mean, how did you meet RZA?
I think it was, well, first off, we feel very fortunate, and he just was gracious and reached out, and after we had reached out to him, he resonated with what we were doing and suggested we get in the studio. And I had listened to Wu-Tang like my whole life, so it was a dream come true for me to work with someone I admired so much, and for him to be a mentor in a way and give us life advice. I mean, the guy's like a philosopher.
He seems like the coolest dude.
Yeah.
You know, I've never met him, but he just seems like very cool.
Yeah, he'll break down like Pythagorean like math to you, and then like just so much, like he's just so knowledgeable and is so wise. It is incredible.
And so he didn't just send you to work in any studio. He had you work at Shangri in Malibu, which is Rick Rubin's place.
So we're told.
How? I mean, do just the most amazing things happen to you naturally? Like here we are on the top of a skyscraper. You're out in Malibu working at Shangri-La.
I feel like you're setting me up to be struck by lightning.
It's all down from here. And no pun intended. No pun intended here. So what was the experience like working at Shangri-La?
Well, first off, you're just surrounded by this rich history, musical history.
Yeah.
And you hear the stories about like Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young played right there. Then that's Bob Dylan's bus. So then we go in and we're like, can we record vocals in Bob Dylan's bus? Why not? So we record vocals in Bob Dylan's bus. And by the way, the song we were working on with RZA was called New York Anthem, and comes from my background of living on the streets of New York and being in New York before relocating out here. And there's just such a rich history at Shangri-La. And we were just overwhelmed by like all of our heroes, people that we listened to on vinyl and so forth, and then just singing through the same, mixing board. It was an incredible honor.
Did you feel the kind of the pressure of really raising your game, being in that kind of environment with, as you say, the sort of the history and all of these legendary figures who have worked there?
The pressure is definitely there. You can like cut it with a knife. It's so thick. But as a musician, you just try to like leave it outside of your mind and just try to focus on the crafts. But it's definitely there. Absolutely.
So of the songs that you played for us here on this amazing rooftop, how many are unreleased as of yet?
We have a song called Halo Me that we haven't released yet. We have a song called These Kids Nowadays that we're coming out with a music video for next month. And so I would say we have 2 songs that are unreleased, and the rest are on our EP, available on every streaming service and online.
It seems like you're really tenacious. You know, you just, reaching out to RZA, working at Shangri-La. You're not signed to a traditional record label, but you're still going to put your album out. It seems like you're just going to keep, pushing and doing what you can and getting your music out there and finding your audience. And maybe this is just the way things are done in this day and age, But do you think that's your philosophy, just to keep kind of pushing and getting stuff out there and keep trying?
Yeah, it's really just about connecting with people, and it's so simple at its essence, right? And we forget that a lot of times as performers and artists, and I think we just try to keep it to its simplest element. It's an audience in front of us, and it's us doing what we love. And I think we would do it if the audience wasn't there, and that's the difference, is that we would do it and continue to do it regardless of the validation that we're moving forward, just because we love it. And then when we love it, we find that kind of resonates a little bit more.
And so the album you hope will drop when?
So it's going to be this summer. We have yet to pick the concrete release date.
Yeah.
But we're going to give it to you right when we find out. But yeah, it's coming out this summer.
Nice. Well, I couldn't imagine a more spectacular place for new music discovery and for a live band to play other than this, in downtown Los Angeles. This is really, really special. So thank you for being a part of this. And we wish you all the best. We'll be looking out for the album. This is Faulkner live from a rooftop downtown. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Jason.